guys, welcome back to 402 Films. Luke's been harping on me to say 402 because some people don't get 402 because they're stupid. I'm not saying you guys are. I'm just saying some people are. Anyway, this is another episode of Pitches and Shows. If you're not familiar with Pitches and Shows, it's the show where Luke and I, we sit down, we come together, we pitch ridiculous ideas, we play these little games where we have to come up with different ideas for shows and movies and all sorts of fun things like that. This week, what are we doing, Luke? Again, this is your idea. You're killing it on the show.
It's my idea. So I'm going to give you an actor or actress or both, and you have to take that pairing, that casting, and dive into a TV show or movie, and basically just give me a season one or just like a one film, maybe two film adaptation to what I'm going to give you.
Again, I like to point out that he's here this week to do shows with us. He did a midnight showing episode with us. He's back here again to do pitches and shows with us. The one, the only, Adam Generate.
What up?
Is he first? Is he going first?
I guess I'll give.
It's up to you. If you want,
I'm gonna give Jake this one.
All right, I got it.
I'm gonna give you. I'm just gonna give you two actors.
Time out. Can I fill my drink first?
I'll tell you who I'm casting. And you can
I will
it
fill
at the
while
same
you're
time.
talking. Yes.
Okay, so first off, I'm gonna give you an actress and an actor. So two main leads, female and male, and it's gonna be the weirdest pairing in the history of the world. But I'm gonna go with Morgan Freeman and Lindsay Lohan. Those are your leads. Lindsay Lohan, Morgan Freeman.
Okay, Lindsay Lohan and Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
I could do TV or show.
TV or movie.
I'd say TV. I've had a few.
Same thing.
I've had a few to drink.
You can do TV movie if you'd want.
Oh my God, a Hallmark movie.
Lifetime.
No, because the pitch that I was going to give you works for that, actually.
It's a Driving Miss Daisy sequel.
No, okay. So, this Hallmark movie, it opens with Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, she's the narrator.
She's not narrating. She's just in it. There's no narration in this movie, believe it or not. But she's living her life a little recklessly. A life almost imitating art, you could say. She's doing coke. She's drinking. Before I go any further, by the way, I think this idea for us to do this show was the best thing ever because I fucking love this show.
So awesome.
Secondly, back to what I'm saying.
Back to me.
Back to me. So she's not a troubled youth. She's in her 20s. She's not 30s or whatever. But she gets in trouble with the law. She gets caught drunk driving. Also, they find a little bit of coke.
Ooh.
A little bit of the cocaine. A little bit of the devil's dandruff. So
rehab. Morgan Freeman's her doctor.
No.
Jake's movie, all right?
It's along those lines. But
I just like to guess too at the same time.
he does. It's
part of the mystery.
That's kind of the fun of the show. But so she gets caught. She is forced to go into rehab in therapy.
Damn.
So she goes into rehab. She's talking, whatever. Can I add actors to this, by the way?
Oh yeah, you can add. You can add.
Awesome.
She's appointed. She's appointed to rehab by the courts
Michael Caine.
by Judge Scott Baio.
What? What?
No. I take it back. Scott Baio's her dad.
It was her dad.
She's appointed by Michael Caine. I like that. I'm keeping that. Judge Michael Caine. She's got mandated therapy, court-mandated therapy, and rehab. She goes to rehab. She meets a man. You could say one Jim Carrey. They fall in love. But that comes later in the story. First, I got to backtrack. She goes to therapy.
Wait, real quick. Oh, sorry. If it comes later, then I'll ask it later.
If it's about Morgan Freeman, I'm getting to him.
No, it's Jim.
Okay, we'll open that. We'll unpack that later. Before we go to that, she goes to mandated therapy. Her therapist is Morgan Freeman. And he says, Lindsay. Her name's Lindsay in this movie, too. Lindsay, you can't get caught with the cocaine.
Why are you so like
because that's my Morgan Freeman. But
You can't get caught with
this is like
with the
drunk
cocaine.
history, but pitching a movie while I'm drunk. So she meets him. He's talking to her. He's like, "There's more to life." It's like a Goodwill. It's almost like a Goodwill Hunting, if you could say. But she falls in love with Jim Carrey in her alcoholic yes, AA. Thank you. In her AA meeting. Now Jim Carrey is a failed comedian in this film. And he says, I used to use cocaine for my bits to improve my career. She said, I just took cocaine because I'm a whore. He said, hey, you know what? We can find a common ground.
Too real.
He says, I'm a whore for laughs. She said, I'm just a whore for dick. But they find a common ground.
They find a common ground.
The name of the movie? Thin White Line.
So good. So bad.
You can see, I love doing this because Luke gets blown away every time I pitch to him because it just it's so stupid that he wants it. Questions, and I will answer them. To you.
Psycho, it's so stupid. Michael Caine's the fucking judge.
What is Jim Carrey? Is he also an alcoholic?
A rehab.
Sorry, I didn't mean AA. It's for cocaine because he said he uses cocaine to get the laughs.
Kids Anonymous.
How do you think Jim Carrey's character has this energy? Think about it. He's a prop comic, so he needs the cocaine.
So basically, what you're saying is Jim Carrey is playing a spoof of Carrot Top.
Yep, that's what I thought too.
And a little bit of a spoof of himself.
Okay, so now
True.
It's good. I got one more question. This would look like it's becoming a movie of Jim Carrey and Lindsay Lohan. You have to give me a plot twist that puts Morgan Freeman back into. Got it.
You're right. I'm glad you said that because now that you talked about it, I had a plot twist. Morgan Freeman is Lindsay Lohan's fucking grandpa.
What?
He finds out while he's, doing his shit, doing his job. He finds
While he's talking
out.
to his boss, Christopher Walken.
He says, "Oh, she's Donna. Didn't know this, but she's a granddaughter." He's like, "Oh
The
my!
last times.
I guess I crossed that thin white line." Yes, that's the plot twist. Morgan Freeman finds out. He does some research into Lindsay Lohan's character. Finds out, oh my God, this is my long lost granddaughter. She's gone so far off the deep end. How do I bring her back? And the answer, love and
Family
therapy.
reunions.
So that's actually the name of the movie.
Christmas. It's a Christmas movie.
No, it's Thanksgiving because they don't have enough of those. So there you go. There's your movie. What do you think? You guys like it? Did you see it?
I got you.
I go see it if you paid for the ticket.
All right.
Hey, it's Lifetime. It's a fucking TV movie, dickheads.
All right, so we're jumping into. Should we
I'm
jump
gonna
to?
give you one, Adam. I'm gonna give you one.
Oh, hit me. Thought that sounded familiar, you fucker.
That's why I covered it for you.
Thank you.
John Cusack, Kiefer Sutherland.
Kiefer.
Kiefer Sutherland.
I thought he said keeper of the moon.
John Cusack, Kiefer Sutherland.
It's John Cusack and a Swiffer broom.
John Cusack.
They call it cleaning up his act.
Okay, got it. John Cusack
Okay,
and
go for
Kiefer
it.
Sutherland.
Go for it, Adam.
Title of the movie is Summer Break. It's about two teachers. John Cusack going through a divorce.
Oh, God.
Going through a divorce, a heavy part. He's become an alcoholic at school. It's high school. They're high school teachers. And he's a history teacher. Kiefer Sutherland was a really good quarterback in college, but failed and became the gym teacher. But he's still trying to live his glory days.
Wait, does John Cusack teach history or English?
History.
Okay,
History. I chose history.
that helps me a lot.
I think it'd be a new role for Kiefer to play. Something kind of weird. He's playing a character who's still trying to relive the glory days to be as cool as he was. All right. Now, Kiefer had one love that he lost, and that's why he's the way he is.
Great White Buffalo.
Played by Keira Knightley. And he tricks John Cusack to going on a road trip across the country to Washington, D.C.
Where are they centered? Where are they centered? L.A.
There's some Ohio.
Ohio.
Let's go fucking Cleveland.
All right, Cleveland.
All right.
DC.
Tricks him to go on a road trip across America to Washington, D.C., where Keira Knightley is the Secretary of State. And he tricks him because he plays on John Cusack, making him think like this is about him getting over his divorce, when really, Kiefer just wants that one last shot.
It's awesome. It's awesome. I'm in.
And the president is played by...
Donald Trump himself.
No, you're close.
He is in a couple movies.
Willem Dafoe.
Willem.
That was so much better than what I was gonna say.
What was you gonna say?
I was gonna say Christian Bale.
Willem Dafoe.
And we call it summer break.
Summer break.
They have one summer to accomplish their dreams.
One summer to rekindle old flames.
Boom.
I'm trying to Google one for Luke right now.
That's a
I don't know.
tagline.
Any questions for me about my movie?
No, dude, you hit it. I loved it. It was awesome.
I think Luke likes the show.
Just because I can see it. I know.
Honestly, I think Luke just likes the show because he loves hearing me and you pitch. Like, he just loves hearing me pitch.
Honestly,
It's so stupid and it shouldn't work, but it does.
I would watch both of these movies, like hands down.
It's true. I would watch both. I would enjoy both very much so.
All right, I have one for Luke.
Okay.
Luke, I'm gonna do the original idea, not the original idea, but my original idea. Characters. Okay, you're gonna give me a plot. It's gonna be a 3 superhero.
Okay.
Your superheroes are Zorro, Green Hornet, and the Phantom.
What?
Dynamite actually did a series where all 3 of these were.
Okay, Zorro is going to be reprised by Antonio
You
Banderas.
can't do Antonio because that's done.
Fuck you.
He even did it as Puss in Boots.
Fine.
Zoro was pretty much person.
Fine. Tommy Chong is my Zorro.
I was gonna
Please
use-
tell me Cheech is also in this fucking movie.
Who's my other cast?
Well, okay,
The Phantom,
The Phantom, Zorro, and
the Green Hornet.
Green Hornet.
you can throw in the Shadow if you want to.
No. I'm gonna give you my
The Spirit while you're at it. Fuck it.
Tommy Chong.
Is your Zorro? Is that okay? Real quick, is that because you can't think of the other Mexican guys?
No. Can I?
He's just funny.
I know you didn't interrupt before the other ones, but can I say how cool would it be when he slices and she's like, "What is that?" And he goes, "It's a Z, man.
Z man.
Zorro."
What?
Off the couch.
Okay, so Phantom, Zorro,
Green Hornet.
Green Hornet.
And you can use the Shadow or the Spirit if you want.
No. Okay. So my Phantom is
You already have Chong.
You can't top
Matthew
Billy Zane.
McConaughey. My Phantom.
That's Matthew McConaughey in everything.
It's because I love him.
Wait, Matthew
Much.
McConaughey is your Phantom
My Phantom.
over your Green Hornet?
Oh, my Green
I
Hornet.
feel like he would be a pretty good Green Hornet.
No, because I'm going.
Wait, does he have to put Kato in this?
Yes.
Ouch.
Jackie Chan.
Glenn from Walking Dead. That would actually
No.
that was not funny.
I'm gonna go Trisha Takanawa.
Gender bending, I like it. Very progressive.
It's funny because it's the stupid unpopular Family Guy.
Hey, stop stalling.
Dude, your cat is eating the box.
Green Hornet is. You know what? I'll take that back. Green Hornet is Matthew McConaughey.
That's awesome.
And my Phantom is Jack Black. And I don't know how I'm going to incorporate all three of these guys.
Yep, give me a plot. I love the fact Zorro.
Zorro is the only thing that's just out of time. He's like 1800 superhero.
Well, the original idea was going to be to have you do like a modern day Zorro, because in the movies and the books, he's like it's passed down. That's going to be the original idea, but then I wanted to make it weird.
All right, I'm going to go to pass down because Tommy Chong is fucking like 80. I think Tommy Chong is the Basil of this, so he's like informing everyone of what's going on.
God.
So he's like the Charlie of Charlie's Angels because he's so old and he's trying to find a predecessor. That's not the right word, is it? Successor. There it is. A successor. He's trying to find a successor, and he enlists the Phantom as Jack Black and Matthew McConaughey as the Green Hornet.
I want to be fair. He casts
The motherfucking Phantom. The Phantom. The motherfucking Phantom.
casts Jack Black and Matthew McConaughey in everything.
It's because they're the best.
You're Tim Burton, man.
I am Tim Burton, so fuck off.
Okay, now what? You haven't hit me
Hey,
with
if
the
it
plot
works, don't fix it.
yet. You haven't hit me with the plot yet.
I'm getting you there. I'm getting there.
Okay, all right.
So, Tommy Chong as Zorro, he's looking for a successor, so he enlists the Phantom and the Green Hornet to be a part of his Secret Service team to conquer. I don't want this to be super racist, so I'm not gonna go there. I keep doing that.
Hey, go there. I want it.
No, because although
Comments.
although Zorro is super racist, I've noticed that because it's always
Just a
about
Mexican
it's always about like immigration and border hopping and slavery of
There are
Mexicans.
issues, man.
I know. I'm just saying, like I don't want to do that because I'm a white guy.
You don't believe in Latin America?
I'm also gonna go with Trump's America, and Trump is petitioning to change New Mexico.
I'm sorry,
Gary.
This is hurting me because this is real.
I know. I'm just saying. But he's trying to petition to change the name of New Mexico to. I don't know what he would change it to.
Other Mexico.
New Trumpland.
New Trumpland, Trump Towers, State,
Trump State.
Trump State, Auschwitz. Wow.
What the
Wow. Anyway, that'll come when we actually film this movie. Anyway,
Now I was super
Zorro
racist.
sees these two guys as like the next best thing, and he trains them halfway through the movie, and they become partners. And they're trying. This is so hard. And they're trying to conquer Trump and his petition to change New Mexico. Oh God. This is so hard.
So okay, time out.
Because they're three so like distant characters.
So let me get this straight. This movie of Zorro, the Green Hornet, and the Shadow, or no, the Phantom, are
Fucking Phantom.
it's all about them fighting for Zorro's rights to stay in the country and to stop Trump from changing New Mexico into Trumpland.
Yes.
We just went political.
I want this movie. You sold me.
It's real world problems.
All right. Any questions for Luke on his movie?
I have none.
All right, Luke, your turn. Pick a.
And I also want to cast Johnny Depp as Trump, so because of his role in
Dude, Jack Black would have
The
been
Art of
better
the Deal.
Trump.
The Art of the Deal, because Johnny Depp played him in The Art of the Deal, and that was pretty awesome.
Granted, I was really stoned when I watched that, but that movie was fucking weird.
It was awesome. It's The Art of the Deal, okay?
All right, dude. Pick one of us.
That was hard.
Give us an actor or a character. Let's fucking do this.
I think you should just give Jake one now, since you gave me one.
Ooh, that's a great idea. I got this.
Since I gave you both one.
Okay, I'm gonna pick 3 actors.
That's always 3.
I like 3s.
Threesomes are better.
Jack Nicholson. Megan Fox.
What?
And
I'm not a supporter. Man.
oh, I need to think someone else.
I do like the Seahawks run though.
You know, I'll bring him into this. Jack Nicholson, Megan Fox, Antonio Banderas.
What? Antonio Banderas.
All right. So first off, Megan Fox, she's a prostitute. No.
Yes, I'm in. Tits.
Yeah, it's rated R, bitch.
Bougie.
Yes.
Toe thumbs and everything.
Yes. I was gonna say it's a close up on her toe thumbs. So Jack Nicholson, he's at a crossroads because first of all, this movie would never get made. I want this to be very clear. Jack Nicholson is a white supremacist. And the movie's called If It Ain't Right, It Ain't Right. And
Oh man.
God.
his daughter wants to marry a Hispanic man. I'm sorry, that's not the pitch. I want it to be, but the more I
go with it.
no, because this is bad.
No, because he finds the error of his ways at the end.
He reached out his
He's the clan master wizard of his.
Of his district precinct.
Before we go any further, who was the guy that said, "Hey, let's make a white supremacist hate group," but the top guy is Grandmaster Wizard?
I don't know.
Because let's throw him off. Okay.
Grandmaster Wizard.
Okay. All right. I want to keep the idea that Jack Nicholson is a tad bit racist. He's not a Klan member. He's not a white supremacist, but he's blind. And his
blind racist. That's where you're opening.
no, get it? Yeah, I got a point. I got a message. I mean, I got a reasoning for his blind racism.
Color is only skin deep.
Colorblind.
You can't see the color brown.
Can't see pigmentation on the skin.
Colorblind. I don't want to hear anymore. This is
And it's all
No,
shot
because Jack
first person.
Nicholson. Because
All
Jack
shot
Nicholson.
first person from Jack Nicholson's eyesight, so it's all black and white.
Because he always wears the sunglasses, anyways. I'm trying to make a real story, but I can't. Okay. All right. I got a real story here.
This dog is a German Shepherd.
That's too much. Okay, I got a real story. As you know, real life Jack Nicholson, he's a huge LA Lakers fan. So in this movie, it's a fictional character, obviously, but he is an LA Lakers fan, huge fan, diehard fan, and
Season tickets.
he happens to be very, very rich, even billionaire level. And he decides that he wants to buy the Lakers.
Oh.
He wants to buy this basketball team. And he goes to it, he comes to it, he says, look, this is the price I made, this is the price I want. He gets very far in negotiations, so much so that he almost gets the team. He almost wins, but loses out
His daughter.
to Eduardo Rodriguez, the sexiest billionaire in the U.S. And now, and then Eduardo
in the U.S. and Mexico.
Eduardo is the fucking epitome of the American dream, dude. He comes here on a door and
On a door? What?
from Cuba. No,
Cuba?
he floats on a door. He comes in here.
Magic carpet ride.
And he says he builds him up from nothing. He starts as a low-level blue-collar worker, works his way up, makes investments, becomes a billionaire. He outbids Jack Nicholson's character, outbids him, gets the basketball team.
By like 25 cents.
Now here's the real kicker. Jack Nicholson has a daughter, Megan Fox.
They're banging.
A beautiful daughter. Jack Nicholson's banging his daughter.
No.
No, I know. You get ahead of yourself.
I had
Sitting
Wordle.
down at Thanksgiving dinner, having a good time.
I did.
Before-
My new boyfriend.
Yeah, right. Before she comes over, Megan Fox is like, "Oh, I'm gonna bring my new boyfriend." He's like, "Hey, whatever, man. I'm Jack Nicholson." And
Hey, Megan, if you want to bring your new hubby, do it.
finds out it's fucking Eduardo Rodriguez. And he goes, "You son of a bitch!" Why is he Reagan? Jack Nicholson's
You
Reagan.
son of a bitch.
Tear down this wall. Oh my God.
Outbidded me over $1 million.
And it's called Love and Basketball Part 2.
Part 2?
Because there's already Love and Basketball.
Jesus. I would just call it the,
All right, I got one for Adam. Anyway, so yeah, he meets him at there. They have a fight and everything. And he just says, "You know what? Let's co-own the team. Because we love your daughter or whatever." So, Adam, I want...
What the hell's in here?
whiskey.
Really?
I don't know. It's Ashley's.
It might be some old tequila. So I got a question for Adam. I got a movie. Now I want him to cast these characters for me. I want him to cast who would be in the Star Wars in the 1980s. We got to have who was the leader of Russia? Somebody Google that. I want Ronald Reagan. Matter of fact, I want the moon landing. I want a movie about the moon landing, and I want you to cast Buzz Aldrin. I want you to cast Neil Armstrong, and who was the president at the time? JFK, or was it LBJ?
69 was...
It might have been Nixon. I want you to cast JFK, and I want you to tell me the story of how.
That's a Luke question. He's more of a...
No, I scrapped that. I said I want the moon landing.
Well, yeah, but he's more of a guy who knows the 1980s actor.
You don't have to be 1980s. It's just a period piece.
Oh.
So I want you to pitch me.
If it was...
I want.
Me, I would do Tom Hanks, Tim Allen, and
So I want-
Buzz and Neil.
I want Buzz Aldrin. I want Neil Armstrong. I want JFK.
And a couple
And if you want to throw in any other characters you want, go ahead.
All right, so I'm going to start with JFK. Just
Not you.
because I want to see this happen. I want to see
more.
Christopher Walken as JFK.
It's the moon.
Do you know what's a famous JFK speech?
That's not what your country... Or that's not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country.
That's not what your country can do for you. But what you can do for your country. Yeah.
Buzz Aldrin is going to be played by the iconic Matthew McConaughey.
That's my
And
cop
after this,
out.
it's a perma.
my cop out.
After this is a perma ban on Matthew McConaughey. Perma ban on Matthew McConaughey after this
Fine.
movie.
Whatever.
I'm still very okay with it, though, on this one. And my
Give
Neil
me some dialogue.
Neil Armstrong,
Do that.
my Neil Armstrong is gonna.
Matthew McConaughey.
It's gonna be Matthew McConaughey.
Give me the what he would say. Is Matthew McConaughey Armstrong?
No, he's Buzz Aldrin.
Say hey.
He's the second man.
I would make him Armstrong and be like,
Houston.
one small
That's
step
one
for
small
man.
step for man.
Say
Say
I'm pissed off about being the second man on the moon. We got there at the same time.
I'm pissed off about being second man on the moon. We got there at the same time. That sounds like Bill Clinton.
Hey.
Okay, you won me over right there. Okay, so Neil Armstrong is gonna be Matthew McConaughey, and this.
Man, you can't use him anymore.
God damn it! Sorry. And
Fuck you, Adam.
this is because I love seeing him in space. Matt Damon is gonna be my Buzz Aldrin. I have not seen a space movie of Matt
Same
Damon that I
thing. I
don't
would
like.
go Affleck, Damon, in space, on the moon, quantum leap and shit.
Now, the Russian, Steve Buscemi.
Joe Pesci. What?
And,
Okay.
hold on. Title of the movie: Space Race: to the Moon and Back.
Space.
I want it to be known Joe Pesci as a Russian is the best thing I've heard all week.
Okay.
Val Kilmer, Luke. Val Kilmer.
You're just giving him an actor, telling him to cast him in anything you want.
Yeah, Val Kilmer and Ben Affleck. The two previous Batmans. Not previous Batmans, but former Batmans. One's the current Batman. All right, road trip movie
Jesus.
of all the Batmans. So Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer.
One of them has to do a cameo.
So Keaton, Kilmer.
Well,
Affleck.
you can pick who you want to be the cameo, but it's Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, George Clooney, Christian Bale, and Ben Affleck. And you can pick who could.
Conroy cameo.
Kevin Conroy and Adam West cameos have to be in this movie. Go away.
All right.
Or go away, and not go.
So we got the.
I love this show. Whoa.
All right. So college mathletes. They used to be in the same college. So Clooney, Kilmer, Clooney,
What you eat?
I got your back.
Clooney, Kilmer, Keaton.
You were there.
Clooney, Kilmer, Keaton, Affleck. They were all on the same college mathlete team. 20 years later, Clooney's
I would have said hockey team or lacrosse team.
mathletes, man.
Oh, you're good. You go.
Science and shit. Like
You
math.
go, man.
Anyway, 20 years later, their coach died.
Sorry.
Their coach died, so
Far back.
Who's their coach?
their-
Please say Adam West.
no, I'm getting there.
What's crazy?
Burt
Craig T. Nelson.
Guys,
Sorry, this is your movie.
Guys.
Danny DeVito was their coach. He was their coach. He's the penguin.
Oh my God, if Jack Nicholson is in this movie, I'm gonna freak.
So,
Schwarzenegger's gotta be in it too.
shh, guys. So he dies, and they decide to.
Let him pitch.
They didn't get to go on this. They didn't get to go on their senior mathlete trip, which was like state basically for mathletes. It was canceled.
Why not?
It was canceled because of a snowstorm.
Oh.
So it was just like a.
I said Mr. Free.
It was canceled because of a snowstorm,
The Ice Age.
and
California, and it takes place
the
during
dean,
Schwarzenegger's term as governor.
the dean of the school decided to cancel it. Who was Schwarzenegger? Schwarzenegger's the dean of the school, and he cancels the mathlete trip.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was talking too much and I was laughing. So where we're at is, who were the three on the team?
Kilmer, Keaton, Clooney,
We're on a
Affleck.
we're mathletes.
We're mathletes in college.
And Danny DeVito is their coach,
Danny
and he
DeVito's their
dies.
coach,
So
he
they're going
dies.
back there,
And because they go to the funeral, they see him, whatever, they do their
and
whole
on their way
tributes.
back, there's a snowstorm.
On the way back, they decide to go on the trip that they didn't get to go on 20 years ago, their senior year in high school. So it's very without a paddle story-esque. But they didn't get to go on their like state run because of the snowstorm that was canceled because of Schwarzenegger. And they go on this road trip to wherever it is that they were going to go. They're going to Metropolis.
Minneapolis, actually.
Minneapolis, whatever. And their car breaks down, and luckily a same-sex couple pulls alongside the road,
God.
and it turns out that it's Burt Ward and Adam West. And
Stop right there. I'm sold.
and they pick him up,
Star-studded cast, by the way.
and they pick him up and take them to their mansion.
Work.
And they take him to the mansion, and they stay overnight. And I'm gonna go Kilmer, his college crush, who was also one of the math teachers, Uma Thurman.
I knew that was going.
I was waiting.
Turns out that she lives in the same city as Ward and West. And he goes and tries to get a nut in. And on the way, another
Sex for the end.
another
Popular.
snowstorm hits. And he's lost along the way as well. And it turns out that Affleck was waiting, and he nuts inside of her.
Where's Christian Bale on this?
Damn it. I was going to make a comment about that.
Also, is Michelle Pfeiffer in this picture?
Hey.
Where's
Turns
where's Michael
turns
Caine?
out that Bale and Pfeiffer were married. They had the child-student affair in college, and they were rival schools. And they were living in the city of Ward and West.
Damn.
And Clooney and Affleck were always like super like, hey, Bale, you're a dick, and they had this big grudge about it. And so they beat Bale up, and and his wife, Michelle Pfeiffer, comes on to them, and we're not going to go that route because this is a PG-13 movie, and we don't want the R rating.
Okay, how does your movie end? Where are we going with this?
So it ends with them going to the auditorium where they were supposed to have their final mathlete battle, and
I'm sorry.
it's Affleck and Bale having the one last just end all be all, I am the better mathlete than you question, moderated by Weston Ward.
What's our title?
Dark Knight.
NIGHT.
Let me.
Yeah, it's like night. Like it's an actual night. It's not like, Ken Knight.
I'm gonna add a suggestion. Doesn't add up.
I was gonna say addition by subtraction.
What?
They're mathletes.
What? I would just say,
Sin, cosine, tangent.
all right.
Word problem.
If I have two apples. So you're sticking with Dark Knight. NIGHT.
Maybe. I'm trying to think.
I like doesn't add up.
That is a good one.
Is it a rom-com?
It's a rom-com.
Okay. Seemed very rom-com-y.
Oh, yeah. Because it's a bunch of dudes road tripping.
It's a road trip movie. It's a rom-com. It's an adventure tale.
Oh, yeah.
It's a coming-of-age story, really.
So it's basically Without a Paddle meets Grown-Ups.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Look
It was
again.
hard. It was hard. I did it.
Is there one more? Because I want to do this all night, honestly.
Well, you have to give one to Abin, don't you?
Oh yeah.
I did.
Did you?
I gave him the moon landing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
We gotta get. He's
Alright.
gotta. He gave me the. Okay, we've already really done the rotation, but
That's true.
After this, after we get done, we'll do one more round because we don't want the whole thing. We can do this after. It's fucking fun. But then I want us to go and pick our favorite. Everyone pick your favorite of the night.
I want to go right now and say that Luke's was the It was hard. It was between your first movie and Luke's last movie.
What was Luke's first one, though? His first one's really good.
The Zorro and Phantom. And
Oh, dude, that was hard. That was stupid.
no, I liked his Batman movie where all the Batman.
All the Batman's road trip for math.
Yeah. That's my favorite. That was probably one of my favorites. I also,
Plus 2 equals
I also really liked
Funny.
Adam's first pitch.
That was out of my ass completely.
Which one?
I don't know if you know this, but I do this whole show out of my ass.
What was Adam's first one?
The one with John Cusack and Kiefer Sutherland as
Oh,
teachers.
yeah,
And
that was
Willem
awesome.
Dafoe is your
Summer Break,
It
dude.
was awesome.
summer break.
I don't know.
Really proud of my Lindsay Lohan movie.
Yours is pretty good too.
The must see summer film of 2017.
All right, this is to either of you. Michael Cera, Jesse Eisenberg, Seth Rogen. I'm trying to think of who would be Seth Rogen's like. Who's the other guy that's like Seth Rogen?
James Franco. Hey. You want him down?
Well, I mean, like Jonah Hill.
No.
So it's Michael Cera.
It's A list versus B list right now.
Well, it's just like so. It's Jesse Eisenberg and Michael Cera and Seth Rogen and Jonah Hill. You can pick any movie you want with these guys, but that has to be these 4 leads, and it's up to either of you. But I do want the plot to some way center around
Birth control.
it has to center around
Dentist appointment.
Are you just naming menial things in your life?
Pay a traffic ticket.
It has to center around finding the best Christmas tree.
Could we switch Christmas tree with menorah?
A matter of fact, it could be any holiday you want. Any holiday. It's a holiday movie of your choice with these 4 characters. So you can make up the plot and the holiday whenever you want with it.
All right. So it's
4 white guys.
obviously Seth Rogen and Jesse Eisenberg, and then it's Jonah Hill and Michael Cera, and Seth and Jesse are brothers. Jonah and Michael are cousins. And they're separate families, but they are both on Thanksgiving morning. It's Thanksgiving morning. They decided to the night before they got super hammered. Both families. It's insane how coinciding their night before is. But both family got drunk.
You know what? Before you get to your thing, I want all 3 of us to pitch this.
Okay.
So Adam has to come up with something. I have to come up
But
with.
both families. So both families. Let's call them.
Real quick, you're gonna have to repeat the plot to me because I was busy with the cat. But that's fine. You can do it after Luke.
Yeah, after Luke's done.
Okay. So both families. 2 different families, but they have the same night before Thanksgiving, which is super crazy how this happened. But we're gonna say that Michael and Jonah are the Rogers.
Rogers.
The Rogers. So Michael Rogers, Jonah Rogers, and
They're gonna keep their
I'm gonna
first
keep their
names.
first names. 'Cause it's just easier that way. And then Seth and Jesse are the Petersburgs.
Same names. Seth Petersburg.
Rogers and Petersburgs.
That is my new memory from 3 years ago. It's fucking. Sorry, go on.
So Rogers and Petersburgs, both the night before Thanksgiving, decided that it'd be funny to take the turkey and blow it up.
I thought you were gonna say fuck it.
That comes later. So they fuck up the turkey, they ruin it, it's destroyed. The next morning they wake up and they're hungover and they're mother and mothers rip them a new one. They're super angry, and they live on 2 different sides of the city. Let's just say I'm gonna go Cleveland. They live in Cleveland. It's a big ass city, and they have to get a new turkey to save their family Thanksgiving.
Why did they blow it up?
Because they got drunk and they thought it would be cool.
Okay.
So they did it.
It happened, all right?
And, Jesse got super into it, and he wanted to make love to it. But Seth decided to blow it up before he could, and vice versa, other family. So their parents decide, like, hey, you gotta save Thanksgiving, gotta go get us a fucking turkey because you're dumb shits, gotta go save the holiday. So they both are on this journey to find a turkey, and because it's the day of Thanksgiving, you can't fucking find a turkey. They meet at the Piggly Wiggly in the middle of Cleveland, and there's only one turkey left. One. And they have a dance-off in the middle of the grocery store to win it back. To win it for the
They have a dance.
They have a dance-off to win the turkey.
So the 4 leads have a dance-off against each other to win the last turkey.
So the 2 brothers and the 2 cousins have a dance-off to win the turkey.
This sounds like a great holiday film.
and it's not to just like regular music. It's like Christmas music.
But it's
Christmas
Thanksgiving.
I know it's Christmas. I know, but it's like
I get what you're saying.
Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah, right.
Is the time that everybody starts their
Right, for sure.
So it's like middle of the Thanksgiving Day. Cowboys are winning. Lions are probably losing.
Hey.
And they're doing this dance off to like the Christmas music playing on the loudspeaker in the grocery store, the Piggly Wiggly. And while they're doing this, a 98-year-old woman comes in the background, grabs the turkey, walks to the front, buys it, leaves. They have no idea that this is happening. And then they realize it after they do this whole dance-off thing. And they're like, hey, Thanksgiving isn't about turkey. It's about being with the people you love. And I just found some new friends. So they find new friends and their found enemies.
So after all of this, they become friends.
Yeah. And then the next morning, the next day, they go Black Friday shopping together. He has to go buy a new
I want to see that.
a new bedspread. And
Can I piggyback off yours for my pitch?
sure.
Real quick, since we got a chance, tell me what the pitch was originally, since I was with the cat.
It was Michael Cera, Jesse Eisenberg, Seth Rogen, and Jonah Hill
Okay.
have to be your 4 leads, and it has to be a holiday-oriented film. You can pick whatever holiday you want. You can pick however you do it, but those had to be your 4 leads, and it has to be a holiday.
Michael
Essentially.
Cera, Jesse Eisenberg, Seth Rogen, and Jonah Hill. Okay, I got it. Go.
You can go ahead if you want.
Okay.
I'm going to go pee.
You're gonna go pee during my pitch? Yeah. Well, I'm gonna wait because my pitch is fucking hilarious.
Just do your pitch. No, we'll pause it.
All right. Okay. So mine is Seth Rogen is the lead anchor of Channel 5 News in New York City,
All right.
Manhattan. Okay. His EP is Jesse Eisenberg, executive producer. So the guys at the microphone behind. The cocky new rich guy who just bought the station is Jonah Hill. I know, but I wanted to go Jonah Hill because I thought it would be kind of. I thought it would work better with Jonah Hill because I want the EP to be kind of a fuck, curse word.
For the audience, is this Fat Jonah or Skinny Jonah?
It's Fat Jonah. It's funny how much I actually think about that one.
That keeps me up at night sometimes.
Fat Jonah is the new foul-mouth owner of the station, and then Michael Cera Michael Cera is going to be the quirky weather guy. All right. It's going to be a stoner movie set in New Year's Eve, and they accidentally destroy the ball that drops, and they have to find a new ball before midnight.
Okay, so what? Go on. I want to hear the rest of your movie.
Okay, so let's just say that Jonah Hill goes on a tirade, and he goes, I don't know where the fucking ball drops. It drops off,
Somewhere in New York.
what's the fucking thing? It's Times Square. It's dropping up, and he goes up and looks at it, and he accidentally knocks it off. Okay? It's gone. He knocks off the back so no one sees, obviously, because that would destroy the story. So they have to go find a new fucking ball. I tried to make it the weirdest holiday story. But exactly. There's going to be foul humor, all this shit. Jonah and Seth become best friends because they smoke a lot. The only person who really cares about finding the new ball because they don't want to fuck up the show is Jesse Eisenberg, the EP. And Michael Cera is only there because he's the lead guy.
I don't know why we're doing this, guys.
And he's the only sober one. They accidentally get Jesse Eisenberg to eat pot brownies or something.
And at the end of the movie, they realized that the ball is still where it was. They didn't actually lose it.
At the end of the movie, they actually were on the wrong building and destroyed something completely different. Like a water tower or something.
When the ball drops, is that the name of it?
That's good. That's good. I like
Don't drop the ball.
I like Ballbuster.
I like that one more. I would go with that one.
I think Ballbuster is more of like a Seth Rogen leading title.
I would just say don't drop the ball, but that works too.
So get this, they're all food.
Sausage Party.
That's been done before.
Shit.
They're all shit.
They're food during Thanksgiving. So
Same thing.
I know. So my film is an interesting film.
Wow, that's totally my whole idea.
Michael Cera and Jesse Eisenberg are paternal twins. Cut from the same cloth, you could say. They're upstanding, stereotypical, nerdy white kids. And they celebrate Christmas like any other white suburban family. Despite the fact that their parents, Seth Rogen and Jonah Hill, they're gay dads.
How is that possible? Like the same age.
I don't know if you know
What do you
this,
mean?
but men can't get pregnant, Luke. They're adopted.
I know, but they're the same age. Why would you adopt? Why would I adopt you? Is what I'm asking.
Why wouldn't you?
Just for the sake of this movie, they're older.
Okay.
I honestly don't think you can get adopted after 18. I don't know. I don't know.
But what I'm saying is, in this movie,
Well,
Seth
you got
Rogen.
before 18.
What I'm saying is, Seth Rogen and Jonah Hill are older in this movie.
Okay. All right.
So, they
Oh,
they celebrate Christmas like any other family, and
they're Jewish.
one year before Christmas, they decide
Oh,
to
that's
do
dinosaur. That's not Pokemon. I know.
1 year before Christmas. You know, like around Thanksgiving time, they decide, hey, let's do a genealogy test. Let's find our heritage. The gay couple.
The gay couple.
Yes. And then they find out that Seth Rogen's character, deep down, he finds out that he's actually African.
And he starts going by Joaquin.
Something like that. And then he tells Jonah Hill, he says, look, I know I hate to spur this on you so close to Christmas, but I think this year it's important that our family celebrates Kwanzaa. It celebrates my heritage. So the whole movie, but little does Seth Rogen know that Jonah Hill's already planned Christmas, bought all the stuff, got the tree, all that shit that you get for Christmas. So now
So he's the bitch in this scenario.
the comedy of this movie is this gay couple scrambling to get rid of all their Christmas shit and celebrate Kwanzaa. And in the
For their
meantime,
40-year-old kids.
not 40.
Oh, yeah, 30.
Whatever. Well, they're getting together, and then their kids are like, "Well, I thought we were celebrating Christmas." You know, they come back home and like, "Are we not celebrating Christmas this year?" And Seth Rogen's like, "No, we're African. We're celebrating Kwanzaa. We're celebrating our heritage." Curveball. I'm adding in a new cast member. So Bryan Cranston's family. Now keep in mind, Bryan Cranston is super conservative, against this whole gay marriage stuff.
And that's Seth's dad.
That's Seth's dad. He's coming to say, and he's like, "What's going on?" And Seth's like, "We're not celebrating Christmas." This is all happening on Thanksgiving because they're getting ready for Christmas. So like, yeah, let's give them enough time. He's like, "We're not celebrating Christmas." He says, "Why the fuck not? What's going on?" And then Seth goes, "Dad, we have African or whatever Kwanzaa. I think it's Africa, isn't it?
I think it's Africa.
Yeah. We have African heritage. I think it's important we celebrate our heritage. And this year, my family is celebrating Kwanzaa. And if you don't like it, you can do what you did in the first place and disown me." Bryan Cranston's pissed. Fuck this. I'm out of here. So the subplot of this movie, first, the two intersecting plots of this film is one, Jonah Hill and Seth Rogen as the gay couple trying to rearrange their plans from Christmas to Kwanzaa. And then the subplot is Jesse Eisenberg and Michael Cera trying to convince their grandpa, keep in mind he's adopted, but their grandpa that, hey, being African's not that bad. And guess what? Gay is okay.
What's with you and race tonight?
Hey, I think it's important. In Trump's America, we got to call it out. And it's called Holiday Swap. Is that all, guys? You want to do any more?
That was good. I like that.
I think that's a pretty good one to end on, especially since I do still want to do our favorite because this was fucking fun.
Holiday Swap is my favorite.
By the way, just real quick on the last one, I love all three of our different stories, and I love how different they were. Like, that's kind of
I do like the fucking ball drop. That was awesome.
that's kind of like the gist of the whole thing. Is we were all given the same tools.
We're all given the same story, but we took it a whole different direction.
Because I don't think there's enough Kwanzaa movies, and I think it's typical Hollywood to whitewash Kwanzaa and make all these white dudes celebrate Kwanzaa.
Yeah,
That's what I was
that's right.
going with that.
I still like. There's not enough New Year's movies.
There's not enough Thanksgiving movies.
That's true. That's
One
true.
that won
Yep.
the thing that won me over loose was the fucking dance off in the supermarket for the turkey. That was awesome.
And they don't even get it. That they go Black Friday shopping the next morning.
Can we all just appreciate the fact that in my twisted reality, Seth Rogen and Jonah Hill are a gay couple that have adopted Michael Cera
Let's
and
just
Jesse
point out
Eisenberg?
the fact that Ward and West,
Oh.
Ward and West are
Fat
my
Jonah or Skinny Jonah?
Skinny Jonah.
Yeah, I would say Skinny Jonah. I want them to be about the same size.
But the fact that Ward and West are a gay couple in my movie.
Wait, that's another thing. Way to be progressive, us.
Yeah, my guys were totally straight. Good job, you guys. Look at you. Well, I guess I didn't even address sexuality. You know what? Good job, me.
Hey, we put gay couples, so fuck you.
And sexual orientation is American.
All right, so I'm gonna ask the viewer, the listener, who had the best pitch. Which of these crazy amount of movies that we just pitched to you and all these different storylines, which one was your favorite? Like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Twitter at 402films, like us on Facebook like us on Facebook 402films. Did you just fart?
No?
follow me at a lumberjake. Follow Luke at Lucas Moyer, or follow his art page at Moyer_Luke.
This. End of this.
And follow Adam at the Real Overseer, even though he doesn't use Twitter. Random Sports Center fact that we just got in today. On this date, 20 years ago, the Monstars blew a 66-18 lead, 18 halftime lead to Michael Jordan and the Toon Squad.
Side note. I would like to see a Patriots movie where Tom Cruise plays Tom Brady. But
Yeah, I'd watch it.
anyway, I don't know.
Thank you so
why I
much for
thought that.
listening. Thank you so much for being a part of Pitches and Shows. We'll be back again, and we will have different pitches and different shows just for you. Yeah.